session is about create and meditate today. We're gonna create some paintings to create the balance between the right brain and the left brain. So I'm gonna share my screen. So can you see the screen now? So our session will be about meditate and create. We will create the balance between our left brain and right brain. Guys, before we start, do you know if you are a left-brained or a right-brained? Does anyone know?
Yes, I am left-brained for sure.
Nice. Who else? Good. What about the others? Okay. So there's some stuff that we can check to know if we are right-brained or left-brained. But the good news is that we can create the balance between them and be both. So let's start with our session, with our part 1 about balancing our brain. Okay. So as mentioned before, each of us have 2 brains. They are responsible for different aspects of how we receive, process, and transmit energy. Okay. The most known is the right brain is responsible for the creativity, music, and whatever creative. And for the left brain is for numbers and chemistry and stuff like that. So the right brain is associated with creativity, intuition, emotion, and abstracto. And the left brain is associated with analytical methods and objective, and yeah. So we will start with an exercise to know if we are a left brain or a right brain at the moment. So I'm gonna ask you to bring a pen or any object and put it in front of your face. Okay, do you have any object like that? Okay. So we will put it in front of our faces. We'll straighten our arms and we will focus on a point on the wall, a painting, for example. Let me show you the painting there. So I'm focusing on the center and I'm looking to it with my both eyes, okay? So now I'm gonna close my right eye. Okay, then I'm gonna close my left eye. Can you see the object changing or moving? Okay. So let's focus again with open eyes. Okay. And close our right eye. Okay. Did the object move? Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Now let's shift eyes. Let's close our left eye and look. Did the object move? Okay. So I'm gonna ask you to write down your answer in a paper for later. Okay. And write exactly if when you close your right eye, does the object move or the left eye or both? Or it doesn't move at all? Right. Now, as we are having the paper, the same paper, okay, Let's hold the pen with our right hand and draw a little circle on the paper, like this. Now, let's hold the pen on the left hand and draw another circle. Okay. Can you show us on the screen? Okay. Let's just write down the circles that we draw, this circle with the right and this circle with the left for later. So for the last exercise, let's close our eyes and try to focus to listen on our right ear and with our left ear. I'm gonna play some music. So let's all close our eyes now. And listen to this track. Can you hear the music? Okay. Now I want you to focus and listen from your right ear only. And now, let's step and listen from our left ear. Now, let's use our both ears. Can you shift to the left? And then to the right. Okay. Now let's open our eyes again. How many of you listened to the track with the left ear and with the right ear? Okay, Natalia, can you speak?
I think it really did work with me because I just kind of told myself to switch off left and then right ear. Not that like to turn on one because you consume music with both ears all the time. But then you just say, okay, now I'm listening with the right, and I kind of felt the music stream coming from the right more. And then from the left, very interesting. I didn't expect I can manage it so easily.
Yeah. So what I want to tell you guys that we can train our brains always to get the balance. And if we want to be creative, we can like train our right brain with these exercises. And there's a lot of exercises, other exercises there. And if you want to also use the left brain, you can also use these exercises. So it's awesome. It's really awesome. And I wanted to show you that there's no left or right brain. We can always get both. And we can always create the balance between them. Okay? So now we are going to have a meditation session, a small one, like 10 minutes of meditation. Let's imagine ourselves in a green field, touching the grass, the green grass, walking on it, stepping beside the trees, listening to the voice of the wind, and imagine that we are so happy in a very amazing time of our life. Take a look to the blue sky. Take a deep breath. With the wind that is touching our hair, our nose, our face, our shoulders, our feet, and our whole body. We're sitting there at the field that contains a lot of stuff, like horses and other animals, plants, colors. You can imagine all the colors that we can see. We can touch everything that we want to touch. While we are listening to the wind from our right ear and to the music from our left ear, we can create the balance between both sides of our brain. We are now here. We want to be creative and we want to be logical as well. We're creating balance to our body with ease, stillness, and peace. We are looking at the star. We feel the roses, the pink roses, the red roses, the yellow ones, black roses, the white ones, the birds, fancy colors. We're creating an imagination into our mind, and we are centering and balancing our body as well. When we balance our body, our mind will be balanced. Let's now try to breathe again. Inhaling from our right nose and exhaling from our left one. Inhaling from our left nose and exhaling from our right one. Inhaling from the right again, exhaling from the left, inhaling from the left, and exhaling from the right. Now, when you are ready, at your own time, bring awareness to your body. Feel your hands, feel your neck, feel your feet. And when you are ready, just open your eyes. Hello again. Welcome to our session. I hope you had relaxed with this meditation, and I hope you saw the colors as well. I'm gonna share my screen again with the, okay. So we are now with part 2 of this session. So for the next part, I'm gonna show you the skills of drawing the mandalas using the circles that we just started. Have you ever drawn a mandalas before? This is our product, by the way, at Mandalas Joe. I just showed them this mandalas thing before. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to bring a white paper, a pencil, or a pen, and whatever colors that you are having. Good? Okay, so what is mandala? I showed you the mandala that is here, okay? Mandala in Sanskrit old culture is a symbol, the symbol of the circle. It means a circle, and it's a geometrical thing or geometrical symbol that that reflects the universe and the stuff. And for example, the solar system is mandalas, and it was used as a spiritual guidance tool for establishing space and stuff like that. So mandala is a circle. Okay. This is a piece of mandala. Okay. So how can we start our mandalas? So we basically will bring our white paper and our pen and start to draw a circle in this shape. If you cannot draw a circle, just draw a cross, and then you can draw arrows around the cross, and it can become as a circle. Cool? Okay. And then after we are drawing the circle, we're gonna grow the circles around this one circle. So we will draw a bigger circle around the small circle and a bigger one around, to have 3 circles like this. And this is the base of our mandala drawing. After that, we're gonna use some shapes, like, for example, the humps, the squares, the case, for example, or a pattern of a rose or something. The heart, tails, drops, waves, spirals, dots, pyramids, whatever shapes you want to use. And here we are having a leaf, for example, a triangle, a swirl again, a star, a tulip, and these things. So basically, when we are thinking about shape, let's, for example, use the triangle and the drop. So if we are going to use the drop in one side, we have to use it in the other side and from up and down, as if you want your mandalas to be geometrical. If you want it to be like freehand or something, we're just gonna keep the balance between the right and the left or up and down. So if I decided to draw the battle or the teardrop, it's gonna be like this way, or here, for example. An arrow. Okay. So I'm gonna keep this screen and take you here with me. Can you see that? So as we said before, we draw a circle to create our mandala. And then we create another circle and a bigger circle. We can start from a circle itself and then we can grow the stuff, but because we are learning the basics and this is this will guide us better because we are not using any rulers or stuff. So, as I mentioned before, if I use the teardrop from the right, I'm gonna use it from the left. And I'm gonna use it from the bottom and from the upper part. Okay. Another object that I'm gonna use, I already used the drop. I want to use the triangle, for example. So I can add the triangle here above the drop, from up, from down, touching the tips of the circle, from right and from left. I'm gonna use the wave or the humps. So I'm gonna use the 3 humps. We can use 1, we can use 2. So I'm gonna put the humps 1, 2, 3 from here, and I'm gonna reflect them here 1, 2, 3. From the other sides as well, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Do you guys have any questions at this point? Okay, I'm gonna use the grid so I can see you all. Okay, perfect. So now I have this shape and I'm going to grow it more and more and more. What is good about mandalas is that you can grow the shape as bigger as you want. I'm gonna use the battle enclosed the shape with it. I'm gonna use the piece shape in a bigger scale here. I can always use the circles to decorate my mandalas or the lines, for example, that I'm gonna put in here. So we're gonna have a shape like this. Do you guys have the same shape now? Or can you show us your shapes? Wow, Natalia, perfect. You started coloring, cheater. Okay, nice. So now we can start coloring. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen for a moment so you can see a bigger scale of my photo. Okay. So we could use whatever colors we are having and we feel like we like to use. For example, I like to use the watercolors. Okay. I will start with the center of the circle.
Salwa, I have a question. Were we supposed to
Yes.
draw the same one?
No, no, no. You are not supposed to draw the same one. As I mentioned before, that you can create your own mandalas and you can use the objects that I showed you before. Yeah. So we are not replicating ourselves. We're just having mandalas keeps our minds balanced. So whenever you draw, you don't feel anything, just like focusing on the mandalas and forgetting about every day stuff. And this is what's beautiful about it. I'm gonna use the reds here. You can use whatever colors you want to use as well. If you still remember the colors you imagined while the meditation as well, you can use them, and etc. And also, if you don't like colors, you're okay. It's okay to use the blacks and whites using the pens that you're having. Painting is a good practice for the mind as well. And mandalas is a good exercise to keep the balance between the right brain and the left brain, because you use both brains to do it. Like when you think of circles and lines and stuff, you are using your left brain. And when you're thinking of colorings and grow your circles, you're using your right brains. Guys, if you are having any questions, you can just ask because I can't see your hands. What I love about watercolors that it gives you the validity, so you can just draw and paint. Great. I like that, guys. And I hope that you enjoyed our session. So we have practiced this freehand style, and we can draw the mandalas using the grid methods for a very geometrical mandala that will balance our left minds more than the right minds as well. So it will keep the balance between the both sides, I mean. And now, do you remember the circle that we did before? Okay, so we are going to draw these circles again, once with our right hand and once with our left hand, okay? So I want them to look at the difference between the first result and the last result. Yeah. Does it look more sophisticated? I feel so.
Amazing.
I feel so, yes. Thank you guys for joining us. Keep drawing.